Alright guys, so I'm trying to find some out there cars to take a look at, and this looks like it might fit the bill. This is the Smart Fortwo or Fortwo Cabrio electric drive car. So this is a smart car. So you know, those made a I guess a big appearance a couple years ago during the recession when fuel prices were high. They've faded away a bit, and I think that their U.S. marketing is a little. They're having a bit of a problem in the U.S. But Smart is owned by Mercedes-Benz. So you know, I'm expecting some sort of that kind of craftsmanship here. We have these like textured lights, but the thing is, this feels like it's all like this car is plastic. I mean, this isn't even like aluminum. It doesn't feel like. So we have a trunk here. This is the convertible trim. So this one's open. It's kind of, you can see down there to the engine or something. Looks like the engine might be in the back. So you know, just a bit out there car. Fuel cap here. Oh, I'm sorry, not fuel cap. This is an electric car. So electric charging here. So I don't know if I'm supposed to see this or take a look at this. Maybe not. That might be for show. But there's your electric charge. And so we can take a look at the interior. Let's just take a look. So this is a convertible. So you know, I would think it'd be a low price. Well, I'll tell you the price at the end. But you can see electric. That's probably not on a production model. At least I hope not. And we'll jump in and we'll take a seat. And I mean, first impressions of this car. I mean, what are you doing? Did you take this car, Mercedes? Did you take this car out of you know, someone's garage? I mean, this is the auto show. I mean, this car is on display, and we're off in the corner of the Mercedes, I suppose, exhibit or stuff. So yeah, I guess they just don't care about Smart much anymore. The steering wheel is a harder plastic, but it has a little bit of a give to it. So you know, it's okay. Looks like there's some traction, or I'm sorry, cruise control. Plus minus buttons that feel really cheap. This is kind of tacked on. Like, you can tell this was a gas, and this even moves a bunch. Like listen to that. What? Are you kidding me? But anyway, this looks like it was tacked onto the top there. I mean, it's kind of cool. I actually like, if you're in the driving position, I like the positioning of it. It seems like it's in a good position. And then up here, I'm not sure what's on that screen or what'll be on there. There's no tachometer. I guess you don't really have one because it's electric. But we have our miles per hour. I'm looking for all those gas car things. Up here, we have this kind of finished fabric or something, which is actually okay. I'm not a big fan of the look, but it feels okay. It feels like it's fine quality. And then we have these vents here that kind of rotate, I guess all the way around or something. Smart branded vents. They only rotate up and down though. You can't go side to side with these. And then we have this screen here, which, like the Ford EcoSport, looks like it was just bolted on. And it's okay. It works out okay here. And so that's where you have this slider of temperatures. I mean, it works. Seems fine to me, and you always know what you're set to, and that actually magnifies it. So that's fine. 2 cup holders up here. But oh my goodness. This shifting knob is the cheapest feeling, grossest feeling shift knob I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I've never seen something this bad. Ever. There's no center console. There's a SD card slot and a USB. That's nice. It is a 2-seater, which I like. I do like how they didn't try to go Volkswagen Beetle with it and put 2 seats in the back that no one will ever use. I do enjoy that it's a 2-seater, and it is a convertible, so you know, you do expect to pay a little more for that. And the seats are okay. I mean, I wouldn't say they're overly comfortable, but I'm sitting in them, and you know, they seem fine. And it seems fine for a cruise, you know, around town or a trip. I mean, these seats, no complaints whatsoever. No cup holder in the door, so you only get these two cup holders. You do have pretty ample storage down here, though. Oh, and then we do have this vent over here that does rotate side to side at you. I'm not sure what that is. A speaker, maybe? But, I mean, the car, you know, the steering wheel feels cheap. I don't know why this had to come out, but the buttons on it feel cheap. The steering wheel itself feels fine. You know, and it does seem like it might provide an okay driving experience, but all this down here, just if you can't see it in the video, it just looks so cheap. So this interior could be improved a lot if just this stack was a little overhauled for use here. But you know, we have very basic controls, nothing premium about it. So you know, I expect a fairly small glove box too. A fairly small price tag on this. I know it's electric, so it'll be more, but you know, like this feels cheap here. So it's just a really cheap feeling car. Reminds me of those old Toyota Scions. I know it's electric, so it'll be more, but you know, I guess you'd buy this Smart car for the novelty of it. I think Smart does own the title of cheapest convertible on the market, which is not one of their electric drive ones, but let's take a look here. So this one comes in at $28,100 after the tax rebate, $20,600. No information on here about range. Let's see, energy efficiency, 102 mpge. Let's take a look. Max horsepower 80. Top speed in miles per hour is only 81, so you won't be able to speed very much, so I guess that's good. 57. The range is 57. I mean, I guess after the tax rebate, it's only $20,000, so it's probably one of the cheaper electric cars, but I think that this is why we're really struggling with electric car adoption right now, and I'm not going to go on a soapbox and go on about it, but, you know, $20,000 isn't so bad, especially for an electric car and a convertible. So I mean, you are getting value from that standpoint. I mean, electric car, convertible, $20,000 after that tax rebate. You know, that is a great value, and it's hard to dispute that. But I mean, the interior is just really, it's just so cheap feeling. I mean, it looks like you do have a heated seat though. I mean, that'll use your battery power, but you have that. And look at the dust on the on all the stuff. They just like dragged this out of a garage, so they're not putting their best foot forward with this one at all. And you know, it's all plastic, and I don't even know about crash test safety ratings. So I have some questions about this car. I like what they tried to do. I like what they were going for with it, but I just don't think. I think this is why we're struggling with electric car adoption. Is for cars to be $20,000, you're not getting a lot for your money. I mean, you're getting a battery, but the range is so low. I mean, you have to charge this thing all the time. So, you know, I didn't want to show off some of the other cars I've seen, like the Volkswagen e-Golf. You know, they just can't compete with the Bolt. But I had to show this one just because it's so absurd, and I think it had high potential maybe, but not anymore.